Jessica, are you seeing the Instagram or Twitter page yet?
To see that we're live, or? Oh, I'm not seeing your screen. You're not sharing your screen.
Yeah.
There you go.
How about that? Much better. Okay. Should be coming up with Twitter.
You got it.
Okay. The webinar is live and we will start in 2 minutes. Stay tuned. Don't like those bonk sounds there.
It's so hard to silence all of the things that make noise on a computer today. It's like you think you have them all, and then that darn last one sneaks in there.
Yeah. The presentation is also lagging a little bit here. We were having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues earlier, but Jim tells me they're all worked out. Okay, there we go. Just have quite a bit of delay on that. All right, good evening. Welcome to Lindero Canyon Middle School. I want to introduce our student body president, Miss Kiyomi Kono.
Hello, my name is Kiyomi Kono, your ASB 2021-2022 president. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Kiyomi. Wanted to welcome all our friends here from the Cougar Nation to our 52nd annual Back to School Night at Lindero Canyon Middle School. Really excited that you're with us here on our webinar. And for those of you joining us live on YouTube, you can always watch this a second time if you don't get enough the first round. My name is Eric Anhalt, and I am honored to serve as your principal here at Lindero Canyon. And tonight we've got some very special guests who are behind us to support our team at Lindero Canyon. And that is, first of all, our Board of Education. Have two members here with us tonight, Mr. Dallas Lawrence and Mrs. Angela Cutbill. Thank you for joining us. Mrs. Cutbill, welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anhalt. Just a welcome to all the parents. I'll be very brief because I know you want to hear from your principal and his team and your students. Love Lindero. My three kids all went through Lindero. I was a former PFA president at Lindero for many years, and it's just an amazing school. And I'm sorry that we can't have you on campus tonight because for those of you new to Lindero, it is really like our most beautiful campus, and our newest. But that will come in time. We're thrilled to return to in-person learning. So just, we appreciate your support and your patience, and glad your students are back on campus. And please support your Parent Faculty Association. They need your help. They need your dollars. The great thing is all of that stays right at Lindero, and they need your time and talent. So I'm sure you'll hear more from them, but thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Mrs. Cudbill. We also have another team that stands behind Lindero Canyon, and that's our district leadership team, led by Dr. Dan Stepanowski. And this evening have a couple members of our leadership team. We have Mrs. Hallie Chambers and Dr. Ryan Gleason.
Hi, welcome everyone. So great to have you here. You are in an amazing school with incredible faculty and in the very best hands with Mr. Anhalt and Miss Marshall at the helm. So hope you enjoy this experience and really just savor the middle school experience. And it's going to be a great, if you are new to Lindero, you're going to have a great 3 years ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Gleason. And the theme for this year is support. We've got so much support behind us at the site. We want to make sure that we are articulating our support for our students as well. So if you have any questions after tonight's presentation, please feel free to reach out. Speaking of support, we have two amazing counselors on our staff. We have Miss Bobby Johnson and Kara Rook. Miss Johnson.
Hello, my name is Bobby Johnson, and I will be your student's counselor if your last name begins with A through K. Kara? Okay, so we also have Kara Rook. She is with us and she's standing in for Rochelle Gagliardi while she is on maternity leave, and she will be your counselor if your last name begins with L through Z. So if we could just have a moment of your time to go over some tips for success. I want to start with, setting expectations for your students. You can start by explaining to your children that this school experience is going to look a lot different and it's going to feel a lot different. So I think it's important to understand that it's new for many of us, and you have to be very flexible with our expectations. Gradually work on getting back into the school year structure and the routines, including your morning routines, your homework routines, your sleep routines, and most importantly, your family and friends, making sure that they're a part of your life. Number 3 is what I call backpack maintenance. I'm finding it's very important, especially because we haven't been carrying around backpacks for about 1.5 years now, and especially for 6 different classes. My suggestion would take, just a couple of minutes weekly, go through the backpack, reorganize, throw out the old banana, and reset for the following week. Of course, staying organized with assignments and projects, keeping track of all that, super important. The counseling team is here. We will meet with your student if you feel like that's something that would be better done with the counselor than at home. They can come in before school, after school, during lunch, at cat time. We're happy to do that for you if that's something that you aren't comfortable doing at home. So please encourage your students to come on in and see us. I believe that getting your student to school on time is very important. It sets the stage for the entire day. I know that things happen and that can always happen, but to do your best to be there on time so they're ready to go. And again, we feel that, family time is super important and has to be kind of restructured into your day, because you don't have the full day like we used to have when we were at home, or many of us had when we were at home. So I'm looking forward to a great year, and I just want everybody to know that your counseling team is here for you. We're there all day, every day, and anything that you need, you can contact us via email. Give us a quick email if you want to come in and see us. We're here for you.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Hi, really quick, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm sorry, I had some technical difficulties, but my name is Kara Rook, and I am substituting for Mrs. Rochelle Gagliardi, who, while she is out on maternity leave. Thank you. I am the counselor for the students with the last name starting with L through Z, and I look forward to getting to know your children if I haven't had the pleasure of meeting them already. Ms. Johnson already went through all the tips, but I 100% agree with everything that she said. And I also just wanted to mention that it's good for us all to be positive. In 2020 and 2021 have been challenging to say the least. And it's up to you as parents to stay positive when things get postponed or canceled, but to make it a great school year. And as Ms. Johnson mentioned, the counseling team is completely open. And if you want to email or have your student pop in, we would be more than happy to talk to them.
Thank you, Ms. Rook. They say it takes a village, and it truly does. We have an amazing PFC behind us. And so this evening, I'd like to introduce a couple of our PFC leaders, and that's Mrs. Susan McLean and Mrs. Tara Maynard.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much. I'm Susan. This is my second year as co-president and my fifth and final year at Lindero. It has been wonderful, and I hope all the new families have a great experience like I did. I want to thank our parents who give year after year, both in donations and their time. As many of you know, the funding structures in California have changed, and our district really got the short end of the stick on things, and the PFC is there to really help make that up. We get questions, what is the PFC? Where does our money go? And I went back through, our expenses over the years, and I hope you agree that it's really money well spent. We give about $10,000 every year directly to our teachers for what they need in the classroom, supplies, technology, software, it's their choice. We give about $12,000 to $20,000 to the library, staff, books, furniture, software subscriptions. We help with 8th grade culmination, field trips, and scholarships. We also give about $12,000 to the PE department for their supplies. This year, they'd like to purchase an outdoor sound system for the upper field, which I think the kids are really going to enjoy. We also support kind of the fun things in life that make middle school memorable for our kids. We give about $17,000 to our amazing ASB that helps fund web, leadership, dances, the ice cream socials the kids are having right now, Big Speaker Fridays, and other things. It also goes towards extracurricular activities. If you look on Lindero's website under the Students tab, you can see those type of activities that we really encourage your kids to get involved with. And there's information on how to apply and the dates, etc. We also send posts out on Parent Square. A big thank you to LVUSD, who has graciously provided Parent Square for free for all of our schools. It's our main communication tool. So if you're not logged into it, please reach out and we'll help you with that. The extracurricular activities include things like all-star sports, pep squad, drama, the robotics club, just a lot of great things for kids to do. We also help with capital improvements like the marquee in the front of the school, murals, hydration stations, you name it, and our campus supervisors who really keep our kids safe. And finally, and most importantly, we're really here to support our teachers and staff. We fund trainings and conferences, but we want them to know how appreciated they are and how much we care about them. So we host events like back to school, holiday celebrations, teacher appreciation week, etc. I hope you can get involved. It's a great way to meet other people and stay connected with the school. You can always reach out to us at linderopfc@gmail.com. That's linderopfc@gmail.com. Happy to answer any of your questions. I'm going to hand it over to my wonderful co-president, Tara.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be co-president with Susan this year. I was on the PFA board at Willow for 6 years, 3 of which I was president, and this is my 3rd year on Lindero's board. Like Susan was saying, our donation drive in the beginning of the year was off to a great start. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated so far. I love seeing the magnets around town. This makes me so happy when I see those. For those of you who haven't had a chance yet, don't worry, it's not too late to donate. Our payment information is on Parent Square, and it's actually open all year long. So go ahead. All you need to do is search in Parent Square. It should be the first thing you see at the top, but if not, just search registration donation and you can find it there. Also, if you did make your suggested donation and you didn't have a chance to get your magnet yet, go ahead and comment on that post or send an email to the PFC email that Susan just mentioned, and we want to make sure that we get your magnet to you. And we, of course, appreciate a donation of any amount. Every little bit goes to help our school be a better place. The other thing that we would love for you to do is if you do make a donation, please check with your employer. Sometimes they do a company match, and that's just an easy way for us to get some more money. We do have a few more fundraisers coming up. Be on the lookout for Step It Up, and then we have a color run in the spring. And also starting next week on the 8th, we have a back to school online auction. And we have a lot of great items that we're auctioning off, including 2 parking spots in our Lindero parking lot. We have some experiences like a boat day on a private boat out of Ventura Harbor. Thank you to Susan for that. That happens to be her boat. We have some gift cards to restaurants like Mastro's, and we have a lot of other great items, so you won't want to miss that. We are still looking for a few more items. If you do want to donate, you can message our VP of Fundraising, Amanda Poulos, through Parent Square, or you can also look for the post that came up through Parent Square about that last week. Another exciting thing we have this year is new Lindero Spirit Wear. You should have seen the post that went out about that today. Pretty exciting. You can order t-shirts, sweatshirts, etc., with a lot of new Lindero logos and have them shipped directly to you. We are really looking forward to a great year of fundraising, and we'd also love your involvement. Like Susan said earlier, our first meeting is Tuesday, September 21st. So please mark your calendars and join us then, and we hope to see you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tara, and thank you, Susan. Tonight is certainly not all about me, but for those of you who I have not met yet, I wanted just to tell a little bit about myself. I want you to know that I'm 100% all in at Lindero Canyon Middle School. I've been in the district for the past 19 years. This is actually my 3rd stint at Lindero Canyon Middle School, so I can't get enough of this place. All 3 of my children went through Las Virginia schools and Lindero Canyon in particular, and they set our kids up for success. So really appreciate all the great teachers they've had over the years, whether that be at Lupin Hill, Lindero Canyon, or Agora High School. Just want to thank everyone. And you know, I've had multiple roles at Lindero. I've been a parent, I've been a teacher, been an assistant principal, and now principal, and try to look at all the issues through multiple lenses, and that helps me hopefully guide the school in a positive way. And we live in the community and 100% invested in this community. We're here for you. You have steady leadership at Lindero, and I appreciate your support. A couple of years ago, we got busy rebranding Lindero Canyon Middle School, painting from the rooftops, if not screaming from the rooftops, all the successes that we've had over the past 30 years. We've won all the major awards in the past 30 years. Gold ribbon, blue ribbon, distinguished school, schools to watch. And these are amazing accomplishments. Only one part of what we do here. Our philosophy is to teach the whole child and create an environment where everybody belongs. So these accolades are obviously very important, but only one part of what we do. When you walk on our campus, as Mrs. Cutbill said, I think you'll find this is the most beautiful campus. It's a very safe place physically and emotionally for students. And when you walk on the campus, you feel a sense of pride. And we have an amazing plant manager and Mr. Leo, who leads a team who's worked as hard as any group I've ever seen over the past 1.5 years or 2 years, deep cleaning the campus, redoing the HVAC system, just a number of improvements that have made this an even more safe and beautiful campus. So want to welcome everybody back and welcome you to walk the campus and see what a great place it is for our kids. I mentioned before, it's our 52nd year. We were celebrating our 50th anniversary when we were locked down for COVID. But we have a beautiful mural that shows the 50 years of excellence that Lindero has had. And it's always great during registration to see some of the families come through, and they're actually parents who went to Lindero Canyon. We've got so many of them that came through, and sharing their memories was really special. So it is a true community school, and we look forward to keeping it that way. Probably our biggest project over the summer that you may have noticed is a new fencing project out in front of the school. and that is to create an even safer and more secure environment on our campus. So that project is nearly complete, and we look forward to finishing that in the coming weeks and make it an even safer place for our students to be. Clearly, the many VIPs in the house tonight, many VIPs on the call, perhaps none more important than our amazing teaching staff. And I know that this evening you're looking forward to meeting your students' teachers, and we'll be doing that at 6 o'clock. But I just wanted to remind everybody that just like our students are back for the first time in this full capacity in a while, it's the same for our staff. So we're asked our staff to show grace and patience with our students as they transition back to campus. And I'm asking the same from you, from our parent community, to provide the same grace and patience as our staff gets up and running. We are short on substitute teachers right now, and so we've been busy covering classes. Just wanted to ask for your patience as we do get fully staffed and make sure that we have all of the classes safely covered, which we're doing, but it will be a little bit of a process, so thank you for understanding that. We have an amazing addition to our staff, and that is our new assistant principal, Mrs. Jessica Marshall. Jessica, I'd like to introduce you to our community.
First of all, I just want to thank everyone for the warm welcome that I've received since coming to Lindero. It is such a community of family, and I really have felt that since the moment I walked on campus. It's been great to see the smiles and the waves that drop off and pick up. I've enjoyed meeting and connecting with so many of our students and so many of you so far these past few weeks. So I just wanted to reiterate my thank you for this welcome to LCMS. I also wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. I've been in education for about 17 years. This is my 18th year in education. I came to LVUSD from Conejo, and I am a recent graduate of the PASC program through their Center edX. Proud graduate. In terms of my family life, I've been married to my husband since we were very young, 15 years, and we met in high school in our band program. We have a daughter who's 12. She's in 7th grade, so I'll be doing this on your side just next week with her middle school. I understand what it's like to have a middle schooler and going through these adjustments of coming back to a world that looks the same but it's totally different on so many levels. So I'm walking right along in your shoes next to you. I also have twins, Andrew and Olivia, who are 8 years old in 3rd grade. I'm very excited to support the dual immersion program. I am bilingual, and I've been in those classrooms a lot this year so far, and it's just such a joyous place. And to hear the students and how fluent they are and how they communicate and express themselves in another language has just been super impressive. I'm also excited to support the arts programs we have at Lindero. I am a classically trained flutist and singer. So I'm in fact joining band class on Friday. So I'm very excited to have that experience with the kids. I have some visions that we've been creating out with our staff input and just having feelings from the students and having conversations with them at lunch and passing periods. So we're really trying to help them to acclimate to the new normal. They need to relearn how to be on campus in a structured environment with expectations. They need to relearn communication and social skills and navigating friendships and relationships, building relationships with each other and with staff. And also adjusting to being part of a school community that's now back in person with all of those socially distant protocols, the distance removed. They're now closer, there are more people, and we need to navigate that in productive and healthy ways. And we're looking forward to support students in all areas, not just academically, but with respect to their social and emotional well-being. We want to inspire students to be the best version of themselves. We want to help them to make informed decisions about their actions, their peer groups as well. And finally, we want to take advantage of our CAT time to help kids identify and pursue their passions. And we have that opportunity carved into our schedule, and we're really looking forward to working with kids to enjoy their time with that program and become better people all around. We also have our Boys and Girls Club as partners on our campus. And so if you're interested in their after school program, they begin when our bell rings and then ends at 6 o'clock. They offer enrichment and sports activities, games. They follow all of our expectations, so there's continuity with them. The prices are listed, and Mr. Wazuzik is a wonderful partner to us, and he's really looking forward to getting to know a lot of our students. If you're interested in this program, his contact information is right there. And if you missed it for whatever reason, go ahead and email my office and we'll be happy to connect you. Mr. Anhalt?
Just wanted to reiterate our theme for the year is supporting our kids. We're here for you, whether that be our admin office or our counseling offices. We are here to support you and your student. Wanted to thank you for joining us this evening. The next part of our evening will be the highlight, which is actually visiting your students' classrooms. Mrs. Marshall, do you want to walk them through?
Absolutely. So I believe there may be an error. If you get an error because of the high volume of traffic, go ahead and click on the file on the Google Sheet, file, make a copy. And then that way you'll get your own copy that has only you as the visitor. And then there won't be that high volume of traffic. You can get that original sheet by clicking the link that I just posted in the chat, or you can go on the bit.ly that I've put on the website. And when you get there, you're going to go to the top where it says file, make a copy, and then it will be your own to make a copy. And from there, all the links will still be live. You just don't want to delete anything, but you can file, make a copy, and you'll be able to get your own copy without the high traffic. If you have any issues, please email me. I'm standing by at my computer. I can help you. I can walk through it. I can make a copy of it and shoot you the link quickly. And then make sure that you exit the original link that you've made the copy from. Make sure you close that out so that other people can make their copy as well. I'll also be putting a PDF version in Parent Square. I'll post that immediately after we leave. So the link that I posted in the chat is the Excel version. So give me one moment and I'll post the original that you might be able to make the copy from. I published it to the web. So this second link that I posted, you should be able to see the file at the top, make a copy. So classroom presentations begin in 5 minutes. So we'll give you 5 minutes to work out any kinks in the making a copy. I'm also happy to make another copy and post that in the link in the chat as well.
And just a reminder, counselors are also on those links. So we're at kind of towards the bottom of the page. We'll be available all night for you. And we'll also stay a bit later so that if you're busy in your classrooms, we'll stay on afterwards. If you have any questions, concerns, Q&A, we're there for you.
Yes, till 7:45, I think.
Yes.
Yes, 7:45. We are here to answer questions.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.